Hello there. And I forgot that I was getting more of these in the mail. To be honest, I thought there'd only be 3, but I forgot it was a subscription system. So I have more. But wait, there's more. So I'm going to pop this open. And like all of these, a quick disclaimer, I have taken the few items that are not safe for work and I have set those aside. Those are taken care of. But I will say they are very nice. This is going to be a surprise. Okay. So yeah, I forgot that I had that. I already did the voting for the next month's stuff. I saw... Look at the 2 that are down there. Y'all already know who I voted for. Anyway. So yeah, there's just like a list of stuff. I believe it was the card and the scroll that were both the things I set aside. But they do look pretty good. Let me... Yeah, like this is what it would look like in its normal form. If I can kind of get this to focus a little bit. So yeah, but that aside, let's see. Got a nice little pin. Let's start with like the smaller items and work our way up. And like I think I did that in the past few little reviews. These nice little enamel pins here. Nice little pink pin there. It says Hero on the bottom. I don't really wear these, but they're a little neat collector item, I guess. Let's see what this is. I know the last one was like it looked like some sort of Link dressed up as Link or something, from what I remember. Okay. So this looks like almost like a little, maybe a priest of some sort, or a mage, I suppose. Again, it's like the perfect size that I would put this on use them for a board game of some sort. That's the first thing that comes to mind with those. Okay. Exclusive collectible cup. This whole one was, I think this was the February box, so a few things are going to be kind of pink and Valentine's themed. As much as I don't really care for the holiday. But, hey. It is what it is. Okay. Nice sturdy box. Very vibrant colors there. And of course, Be My Valentine. It's not the biggest mug, but it's good for like a small cup of tea. And it doesn't feel... It feels like a pretty solid cup. Unlike some some of them, you pick them up by the handle, they feel rather frail. You know, that one doesn't feel too bad. Okay, so it was just a collector's card. I have not collected cards since I was a kid, and that was collecting Pokemon cards. I had a few Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I never really did those. It was mostly Pokemon. I'm going to set that aside for the end. What is this? Or who? Just a demon angel acrylic figure. Okay. Let's see. This almost looks like those. What are those things called? I actually have one. Hold on. This is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of those fig pins. This is something that a coworker got for me. But yeah, that's kind of what those look like, but bigger. Let's see, where's the seam of the... Okay. I already like smeared the... Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to be a bit delicate with this. I'm going to grab the sides instead. That way I don't get fingerprints all over it. I can't tell. I think this says Vestal of Thunder, if I'm correct. Vestal of Thunder. Interesting. Not somebody I recall hearing about. I suppose it should not go in all the way. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Just a little pop-up and sort of small figure that can set as like a desk decoration. I suppose things like this are pretty nice. You know, they don't take up too much space. They're a lot more flexible in that regard. Very nice. For a second, I was worried that this was an item I should have set aside, but no, it is safe. It's just right on the edge of being safe. Okay. I think I'm going to keep those. This is sort of... It just says small waifu bag, but it looks like a sort of purse. It almost looks like a fanny pack, but without, like, the straps. Let me get... something to open that up. No. It's pretty basic. It looks like it's like a coin purse. Basically what this is. Feels sturdy. There's not much to else. Let me maybe get a closer look at that. I'll find something to use it for. Yeah, I have a lot of loose parts. Can probably actually use it for a lot of small parts storage. In fact, that's very likely what I will use it for. This was a personal favorite. Now, I will make a quick note. That is adorable. I don't know how well it shows up, but it was kind of bent at the packaging. This is the only kind of gripe I have about this particular one. It was bent along here, and I had to flatten it between a bunch of textbooks to straighten it back out. But otherwise, I think it looks pretty good. A little vinyl decal to put on something. Well, I say little. It's actually almost bigger than my hand. And then finally, your forger, the Thorn Princess herself. Okay. I already see the golden, the needle there. Looks pretty similar to all the past models. So, quality is, you know, to be expected. To be of a similar level as the previous consistency is a good thing in its own right. You know, I'd much rather have consistent, mediocre, you know, figures instead of, hey, here's a real pristine, perfect one, and then there's like a crappy one right after. Okay. Now this particular little foot piece came off. I'll probably super glue that later off screen. Kind of helps stabilize the figure. This one actually looks a little better than others. Something about this, because I'm looking at the detail around the legs. While it is very similar to, you know, it's on the same general category as the other ones, it does seem like a slight notch above when it comes to detail. So, you know, instead of like a 5 or 6, I'd give it like a 0.5 above. It does seem like that is a rather decent improvement. And then, of course, fits perfectly into the heel here. If I can line it up right. I'm blind. Okay. There we go. And then I would put it this way. That way the weight goes back onto the base. And there we go. Let me center this a bit. Very nice indeed. And that, let me take a double check through here. That appears to be everything. So let's just kind of line up a few of the items, the main items here. Let me prop that up because it will fall over. Kind of display some of the favorites from this. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for this little unboxing review. And again, I'll probably have several more of these actually, because let me see. Yeah, I intend to keep it for the full year, and then I'll just cancel after that. So there'll be at least another 6 or so more of these before I kind of put the series on hiatus or whatever. But yeah, I thank y'all for joining me today. I hope y'all are doing well. On what is today? I've already lost track of time. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.